All right, I think we're good. Welcome to Boys and Brunch. This is the show where we expose everything going down on the timeline. And if you're watching this live stream on replay, you can jump to the chapters that you want. It's broken up into chapters. So just click on the timeline and pick the topic that you want. I'm Jarrod D. King. I am joined by my co-hosts Marcus Haynes and Brandon Harris Williams. Hello,
Hey,
guys.
hey, hello, hello.
And today we are talking about Cardi B's song Up and whether she stole that song. We're talking about Lil Uzi Vert with his diamond forehead. And of course, the Gorilla Glue Girl. We're talking about Wendy Williams. And then we're also going to get into fit guys who say they are fat. But we'll break that down a little bit for you. And then the last topic today is going to be a certain person did a silhouette challenge and we were celebrating them, but they had some bad tweets. So we're going to get into all that in a moment. I see some people joining us on the chat. Hello. So let me ask you guys, let's do our little quick intro. Brandon, what's new with you today?
What is new with me? I'm trying to be more productive. I'm trying to be, an adult. It's just this is a daily struggle. Um, what is new with me? That's about it. Um, just getting some writing done, doing some homework. That's about it.
Okay. Cool. And what are you drinking
Um,
today?
this is a barefoot. What is it? Fruit Scotto. So I guess it's Moscato, but I don't. It's watermelon flavor, cause black.
Okay. Okay, very nice, very nice. And Marcus, what's up with you today?
Um, Really not a whole lot either. Focusing in on work and trying to get the hell out of school. But that's also a daily struggle. So uh,
Listen,
that's the thing.
Okay, and what are you drinking today?
So I just decided just to make a mimosa. Like I just was like, we're not even gonna try to do no whole big deal. 30 up drinking is real. So yeah,
All
mimosa is what it is.
right. um, I am back to actually drinking alcohol.
Yep.
um, Yeah, we're gonna get Brandon back. He was a little bit delayed, but he'll be back with us in a moment. But yes, I am back. I have a Malbec, and I think the last time I saw you guys was during my birthday. So we had like a little birthday thing happening. We had a great conversation,
Mhm.
and I was happy that we did that. And also, I've been working on doing this TV hosting thing. So I'm trying to shift gears a little bit and see what I can do as far as putting myself out there and getting ready for some other opportunities that may come. So as you saw, I got my headshot and everything looking all cute.
yes.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. But yeah, so that's what's happening. I see Stevie Derrick is in the chat. I see Connected in the chat. Hello guys, how you doing? And all right, so I
Hello.
think we're good. I think we're going to jump into this first topic. Let's talk about Cardi B. Um, so she's got this new song up. What do you guys think? Because I listened to the song last night, and I thought it was pretty cool. It's pretty catchy. And I thought the video was cool. And I'm like, I appreciate Cardi for just doing her thing. Yeah. So what are your thoughts? Let's start with Marcus first.
I mean, kind of pretty much what you said. It was cute. It's more or less what I expect from Cardi. It's if we could go well, if people with sense were still going to the clubs, then that would be nice. Um, the visual was cool. I wasn't like the biggest fan of it, but it's cool. It was safe Cardi. I'll say that.
Safe Cardi. Okay. I mean, it was interesting for her to follow this up. So I feel like WAP just came out, or maybe that's just because we've been sitting in the house forever.
That's
But
what it
it's
is. Because
how
it's like the
long? How
middle of
old is that
summer.
song?
It's
Yes.
been it's been at least 6-ish months. It's
Okay,
been a
she could have
minute.
let that ride a little bit more, don't you think?
It came out like August. I mean, you gotta.
Everybody's still talking about WAP, but okay.
They are, but you gotta keep the momentum going with something new. Like,
That's true. That's true.
Right until the wheels fall off.
okay.
Brandon, what are your thoughts about the song? Do you like it? Are you?
I think similar to what y'all was saying. I think it's like what you expect from Cardi, something catchy, something fun, something you're gonna shake your ass to. You know, if you are going to the club, or if we were allowed to go to the club, it's something like that. It's gonna really make you have fun. I haven't watched the video yet. I've just seen clips on the timeline or whatever. But because I'm not a huge video person like lately, but no, I really enjoyed it. To me, though, the song was like super short, but I think a lot of songs lately are super short. So
I'm glad you said that because that's something I thought about too. I was like, why is this song less than 3 minutes? Like, am I that old to where songs stop being more than 3 minutes?
Right. But I think that also segues into what I was going to bring up because I don't know who it was. I think, was it you, Brandon, who said that people are kind of calling her a TikTok rapper? Or was it Marcus? Who said that?
Yeah,
Marcus? That was me now. Look,
we always do that. I always think we're the ones, but it's always Marcus that's sending us the stuff.
Now, let me be clear. The people said that. I did not say that. Haynes did not say that. Body Gang did not come after me. But yeah.
I don't think you could call. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, but yeah, the people are saying that about a couple people actually. They're saying that about Cardi. They're saying about that. Well, saying that about Megan. They're just like, all these people just make music for people to do TikTok dances too. That's the only reason why they're popping pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Because I was gonna say you can't say it about Cardi and not say it about Megan, who's had like 5 songs on TikTok. Like we can't compare. But I don't even think though I don't think all the songs that they're making are different from what they were doing before. It's just TikTok is now the wave. TikTok, like somebody, dear y'all, says Stevie said, or like TikTok is what's popular, so that helps boost things or helps get the song out there or whatever, and like helps promote it. But I think they're doing stuff solely for that because Cardi said she recorded this back in August. So,
yeah, I mean, I can't really be mad at people chasing the TikTok wave because I feel like even if we're saying that that's not necessarily what she's doing with this, I can't be mad at anybody who wants to necessarily do that because like random people are getting #1 hits on Spotify. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it works. And
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I wonder if that's like the chicken or the egg thing. Like, is the song popular and then TikTok makes it more popular, or like, are people like? I wonder how does that go? You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know that people will like your song or latch onto it.
Go ahead, Marcus. I feel like you have some thoughts.
Me personally, I feel like it's the TikTok making the songs popular. Like I feel like it's promotion. It's people will be like, hey, do this challenge, or somebody stands will be like, trying to push it forward by getting people on the challenge to do it. And it's really the platform that's pushing a lot of these songs to the top. Not saying the songs can't be good, but
yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm like, it can kind of be as long as the song matches up with the challenge video, it doesn't really matter.
I just need the easier challenge. I just want to like rock, I just need something like
right.
Maybe all over the place, and I can't do all of that.
Look, I did one TikTok dance challenge, but it was specific. It didn't go like viral. It was specifically on TikTok, and it was just like a little simple something. I wasn't gonna do the whole like whatever they do, all this craziness with their arms.
Was you twerking more than a second? Because we saw that video. But did you?
Look, when I really get down, I can twerk way longer than that. Okay.
Okay, now.
But this isn't the forum for that, so I'm not gonna go there. LT Willow or Willio, I'm so sorry, I'm messing up your name, but he's saying TikTok is the new 106 actually. And I agree, and I heard somebody else say that TikTok is like, the new TRL or the new MTV. And I feel like, yeah, that's kind of where we are now. These TikToks are kind of setting the trends musically. Do you guys agree
Yeah.
or disagree with that?
I had to see the point, but yeah, in terms of like popularity and like you said, saying the trends, yeah, because I was like everything still premieres on YouTube, but absolutely, as far as like MTV will be like, okay, this is the top 10 every day, or 106 the top 10, or this video is always on. I can absolutely see that because it goes from TikTok to Instagram to Twitter to everywhere else. So we can't like why we couldn't escape it. Like you thought it just came out. Like the stuff becomes inescapable.
Yeah, yeah. Now there was doggone it, I had a point to make and I just lost it because I was paying attention to too many different things at once. You know, it's going to come back to me. But I do want to ask one more. I do want to get into another piece of this story. Is there was a video put out by none other than our previous co-host or previous guest host, Charles Warren, that got a lot of attention. And actually got posted to a lot of different blogs, picked up by Unlocked Hollywood and stuff, and talking about Cardi B stole the song. Now, I spoke to Charles Warren last night. He's not going to be able to join us on the live show, maybe on the after show. I have to see if he can join us. But you know, he said that the rapper who originally did the song was his cousin. And her name is Queen Montana. And she did that with another very popular rapper in North Carolina, Stunner for Vegas. And so now there's this question of whether she stole the song. Now, I know you guys have kind of seen some of the talk. What are your thoughts about that?
I didn't hear that one. I did see, or is because that's not the video where the guy's doing it. It was like the side by side. Is that the same song, or is that a different one?
There was. I don't know if it was a side by side. No, it wasn't a side by side. They showed the one video. They showed Cardi's video, and then the next time they showed the other one.
Because I did see that. I mean, it's very similar, but I saw a clip of her live, and she was like, "It's just a common phrase." She was like, the song is that phrase has been in like 5 or 6 other songs. She's like, I don't know. I think I don't want to talk bad about her. I think this is where it comes back to if you're not writing your own stuff. Because I think it's clear we know she doesn't write everything, which is fine. I don't think she has to. But it's like you got to be careful where your outside influences or other writers are getting stuff from. If they're bringing you stuff that might have been from somewhere else, or if they're stealing stuff, you know?
Right. So Marcus, what are you feeling about this?
I'm reminded of a scene from Dreamgirls.
I can't.
When Dina and them killed Effie's song because they knew they had the platform and they just kind of went with it. And it's interesting to me how that kind of stuff like can happen even when you're not trying to. Because I think I said it last night, I was like, I feel sorry for the writers and the lawyers. Like you got to check thousands of SoundClouds to make sure that you're not taking everybody's stuff.
Okay.
Because people got stuff everywhere that does everything. I feel bad for the people if that is their song, and now she's going. I mean, come on, it's Cardi. She's gonna be really successful with it. So I kind of feel bad for them, but it's almost like if you're not going to dedicate your whole job to looking and making sure you're not stealing from somebody else, how much can you really do?
Right. Yeah, it's weird because, and I think who said that in the chat? LT Willie. I'm gonna put that back on the screen. He says a lot of people have used the same chorus. So who stole from it? And it was interesting because, there's another video of a guy who said kind of this, who had the same kind of chorus. It's up. If it's up and then it's stuck. So then it calls into question, well, who made it first? And is it one of those songs, as I know it's a popular phrase, is it one of those things where it's like, if you use this phrase in a song, most likely it's going to be used this way? I mean, I don't know. Could it be a coincidence?
I mean, it's an easy rhyme, if nothing else.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, too, it's hard. Like they said in the chat, it's hard if it's a common phrase, probably. I think you also have to prove, like, malicious intent or, like, that it's actually stolen. You got to prove probably that she at least heard of the song before. And that I don't know how you prove.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, Goodness, I'm losing all my points here. Okay, so about rapping, about writing your own songs.
Hmm.
Um, a lot of people have a hang up about that for rappers. And Brandon, I guess you've already expressed that it doesn't really mean all that much to you. Am I correct
No,
there?
yeah, no. I think that historically rap has been like you write your own stuff, you freestyle, you do whatever. But I think I don't classify Cardi as a rapper. I think she's more so an all around entertainer. So I think that for me, I can give some leeway. I can understand her having other people. I think that if you are like really a battle rapper or a true like, if it's a bit more like you eat, breathe, and sleep rap, I get you writing all of your own stuff if that makes sense. I think
Yeah.
though it's no different from other songwriters having additional writers or producers or other people who do their stuff for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Marcus, what are you thinking?
I feel like I kind of agree with that. Like because even though I enjoy both of their music, like I see Cardi and Megan at like different levels.
Hmm.
Like I feel like I would be disturbed if Megan came out and was like, "Oh, I don't write my raps," because I feel like you said that you battle rap, like we've seen your freestyle, like
Hello.
what's happening, um, in a way that I don't think I would have those same type of feelings for Cardi. So it doesn't really say that, oh, I don't, oh, she fake or whatever, what have you. Like I don't really expect that from her. I don't really expect that from her. But with other people, I don't know, maybe it's a double standard because with other people I would be like, what?
Mhm.
But that might be like
Okay,
you
so
said though,
really depending.
like how you present yourself. Like, because we met Megan as a freestyle person, we met
Mhm.
Cardi as a reality star. So
Yeah.
like, I don't have the same like you said, I don't have the same level of respect. Is expectation is the word I want to
Yeah,
use.
yeah.
Expectation.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I think for me personally, and I am probably the most casual listener of rap music anyway. So for me, I'm just like, I don't care. Just make a good song. If it's a good song, then I don't really care if you wrote it or if you got it from somebody else personally. I mean, I know with with other forms of music,
Hmm.
people have co-writers all the time. It's not always
Yeah.
the artist writing their own song. So I guess I don't get the need for an artist to write the entirety of their own rap, but that's just me. And I, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt because, the hip hop game, I like what I like, and I ain't all into it. Like, I don't know all the intricacies like that. So that's all I'm saying.
I don't know why that
Um,
was so funny to me.
what were you
But
saying?
no,
I don't know why that was so funny to me. It's like the hip hop game.
yeah. But I think it's like the comments though. Like ghostwriting has always been a thing. It just wasn't. I mean, because we all love Little Kim, but people don't talk about it as much that Biggie wrote all of her stuff on that first album. So like it's just like we just kind of all ignore that. But it's like, sis, you didn't,
I
which is
mean,
not a bad thing because she was able to sell it. You know what I'm saying? Like
mhm.
she can deliver. And I think the overall performance thing is important. But
And it's weird, kind of like where we draw the line because ghostwriting is kind of iffy or whatever. But like if you like lip syncing, like if you like
yeah,
performing and it's not your voice, or like you out here rapping to a backing track and not giving nothing, then it's like, oh God, no, like you got to stop. So it's a weird sort of like like balance or what have you. Like how much can you get from other people and how much like okay you got to actually sell this to me.
yeah.
Mhm. All right. Yeah, I hear you. I'm looking at the chat. I'm seeing a lot of talk. Looks like Connected is going off on people in here, or not going off. I won't say he's going off, but he is very. I see you, Connected. You're talking about there's no such thing as ghostwriting. I'll put this up on the screen. There's no such thing as ghostwriting, as there is always paperwork that leads back to who wrote the song. So I guess there's this conversation in the chat right now about
But
who
they
wrote the song and who's responsible and that kind of thing. Um,
but
I
then they have
don't.
another comment saying you may not be listed on the album, but there's paperwork that says who you are. And that, I mean, but that's ghostwriting because the general public doesn't know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's why you're a ghost.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, personally, I wouldn't say that I put personal like blame on Cardi B necessarily, but whoever brought it to her, you know, I'm assuming that they knew where it came from. Like whoever got it, whoever put it through to her knew where it came from and knew that it wasn't completely
or maybe they
their
didn't.
song.
Because like you said, if it's a SoundCloud song, how am I supposed to know that?
Maybe. Who knows? But I do think it's time. Well, before we go into our second topic, of course, I have to talk about the Patreon because that's where the Bourgeois gathers people. I'm not okay. So let me fix that. We don't gather people. We gather, people.
Come on, language.
Okay, we love grammar. Come on.
Yes. So if you sign up to the Patreon, you get exclusive access to our after show, Splitting the Bill, where we get more relaxed and talked about all of the things that we missed on the show. For example, all of the things that are missing in my head during this first conversation, I'll probably bring that back up in Splitting the Bill once it comes back to me. And then we also have our email list. Sign up to that. And for a limited time, you can get entry to our Bourgeois Brunch, where we will all be chatting together in a private Zoom chat. So let's move into this second topic to talk about Gorilla Glue Girl, because this is a mess.
I think we need to say Gorilla Glue Woman.
Well, Gorilla Glue Girl has a nice ring to it, so I'm going to say that. But I get what you're saying. So let me just share this for you guys if you don't know what the story is, you're probably living under a rock. But for those of you rock dwellers, I'm going to put this up here for you.
Hey, y'all. For those of y'all that know me, know my hair has been like this for about a month now. It's not by choice. No, it's not by choice. When I do my hair, I like to, finish it off with the little Got to Be glue spray. Just to keep it in place. Well, I didn't have any more Got to Be glue spray, so I used this. Gorilla Glue spray. Bad idea. Y'all, look. My hair, it don't move. You hear what I'm telling you? It don't move. I've washed my hair 15 times and it don't move. Stiff wear. Woo! My hair.
All right, so let me let's get rid of that. But yeah. So what are the thoughts here? Because Marcus, can you start us off, please?
Okay. So, I feel bad for her because Siston had to go to the hospital, and that's the thing, But at the same time,
say it.
That thing says for metal, wood, and like all type of shit. Why would you put that in your head? Like, I don't understand why you would put that in your head. Because I'm pretty sure it was in like a toolbox. Like, I'm pretty sure it was not with your hair supplies. So my thing is just like, why would you do that? But I also kind of feel bad for you because, like, since you suffering, like, that stuff is matted to your fucking scalp at this point. Just pray for it, y'all. Just pray for it.
That part. I think that's what it is. It's sad because it's like it's been on your hair for a month. So this has been an issue, and I don't know if she would have gone to the hospital had it not been that she posted a video and it became viral. Everybody was like, "Girl, go see about your head. Like, what are you doing?"
Right.
But I'm like, I don't even know how they'll get that off. Like, I feel like that process, like the scalp, the growing, it's gonna be a journey, like for forever. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Let me ask you this, Brandon. Hold on, because why did the temperature, why did the conversation change when she went to the hospital? Why did a picture in a hospital change everybody's opinion so badly?
I think because for me personally, I had not really thought about her scalp. I was just like, girl, how dumb can you be? Like, this is funny. But I didn't think about, oh my gosh, you really can get this off. Like, what is going on underneath the hair? I think that's for me personally, I thought about it from that point of view. I still think she's ridiculous. I still think she knew what she was doing. She still should have read the bottle. She still knew she should not put that in her head. But it's like, okay, now I see there are really going to be long-term effects because you didn't read.
Right. Go ahead, Marcus.
It's like one of them things where, like, when the saying, like, if you fall, I'm gonna ask you if you're all right, then I'm gonna laugh. We didn't know she wasn't all right. So people stopped laughing because, like, oh,
we didn't know what?
We didn't know she wasn't all right.
Oh, okay. So see, this is my thing, because I feel like she's like, we know that she's going through stuff, but at the same time, she is really pushing this on social media. Like, this is her thing now.
I mean, at this point, people
she has a following. Yeah, they're invested. People have said that they want to know. They're following her on all social media. She's gonna update them. I'm not.
She's not. But the thing is like, I just know if I glued my hair to my scalp, I'm not putting it on social media, first of all. And if it goes viral, I'm not putting anything else out about that until I have a success story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like now she's milking this, and her sister is like, clowning her. Like, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a big joke. And the thing is, Black Twitter will like roast people to shreds, but now all of a sudden it's like, we so sorry. Like,
I still see jokes. I think it's like a balance of like, girl, you were stupid, but I hope you're okay. It's like, I'm going to laugh, but I hope,
like, it's legit. I'm telling you, like, it's legit that I'm gonna ask you if you're all right, then I'm gonna laugh. Like, she has told us she's not all right. Some people still gonna laugh, but some people gonna be like, oh, well, prayers, thoughts and prayers type deal.
Yeah. I hear you. Okay. So, I mean, I guess it's more of a balance thing, but I just got annoyed at the complete 180 of, from jokes to, like, go ahead.
I don't know if you're going to bring it up. Now, my issue, though, is the people talking about Gorilla Glue needs to issue a statement. No, they don't. It's a warning on the thing that tells you what to use it for. I'm sure it says, like, don't get in contact with, like, hair, skin, eyes, whatever else. So they don't need to say shit because she can't read.
That's not their business. It specifically said, I looked up the bottom to see it says it is a skin irritant. It says if you get in contact with your skin, if you swallow, call the poison control or call the people. Like, Gorilla Glue ain't got nothing to do with that.
Now you waited a month.
You don't even have to know how to read in order to know not to use Gorilla Glue.
I think you need to know how to read, because I didn't know, or I forgot Gorilla Glue was a thing because I don't ever buy it, I don't ever use it. So I will give you that you, but again, read the label. Like, my thing is like, okay, so maybe she already had it at home, fine. But if you go into the store, those two things are not anywhere near each other. Like, I get, a lot of stores have an ethnic hair care aisle. Cool. It's just one aisle over from the Pantene. You got to go all the way over yonder to find you some Gorilla Glue in, like, the hardware section. Like, sis, you knew that was not for your hair. If it's
but honestly, even if she had it at home, I can't necessarily let that rock, because, again, like, in your house, I know that it's not with your hair care stuff. I know it's not. Unless you got a studio apartment and everything is together. Like, I know it's not with your haircut stuff. That was in the toolbox. That was in the closet. That was in the kitchen drawer, wherever all the loose odds and ends are sitting. You just randomly was like, I need some glue. Oh, I got some glue in this thing. And you didn't think, but that's glue. Legit glue.
Some people saying maybe she thought it was just like Elmer's, just put it on here and rinse it out.
What's on your head, though?
I do know Elmer's washes off. I've never put it in my hair, but I do know it washes right off.
I mean, look, my sympathy is.
I think Mama Shay just said when she went to the ER, it was like, OMG, it's not a prank. I
Right.
think we're so used to
You
seeing
know,
things like this is for shock value. You just want attention, but it's like, oh girl, that shit really on your head for real. Oh damn.
Cause hey, look, and we knew it was real because ain't nobody paying prices to go to the ER for social media clout. Like you're just not. You're not going into medical debt for 1,000 retweets.
I mean, look, we know, like, and the thing is, like, I know it's not a prank, but at the same time, she took a picture of herself in the ER. Like, and my thing is,
well, bitches
like,
do that shit all the time. So,
well, I'm just thinking, like, you're going through a crisis. Your scalp is like glued to your head, and you're not, as it seems, she's not getting any new growth. So it's not like it's coming out anytime soon. And you're taking a photo, or you come back home and you're joking with your sister on TikTok about that issue, not just about some other issue. But I'm like, it's weird to me. It's just a little weird to me.
I don't know. I don't know if she's in on the joke. I think her sister's joking. I don't know if she's joking.
No, she's in on it because she's posting it on her. She's posting it on her.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see.
Yeah, I saw the thing said it came from her sister. But I will say this. People deal with stuff because we say like, why are you taking pictures of a crisis? Like, I've seen people that take pictures of folk in caskets. So people do weird stuff. People do weird stuff when stuff is going wrong. So it is what it is. But I don't know. Again, thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers. Mama Shay is.
You are over it.
She's in the chat. She's this is bestie, but she's like, we're at odds on this issue. She's saying I don't think everyone understands Black women and hair and the trauma that she's going through. And I get that. I think this is a little much. And Stevie's dear y'all saying, I don't think she's joking. I don't think she's joking, but she's having fun with it at the same time, and it's like it's weird for me to kind of go. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. But I'm gonna let it go. Well,
they did say, I didn't realize this though. They said drag queens use glue on their eyebrows and stuff. But I feel like, is that not a different kind of glue? Like that is specifically for face or something?
I know people use. Going back to my drag race days, I know they use like hot glue guns. Some may use like Elmer's, but even still. We're not using industrial strength Gorilla Glue.
But even with a hot glue gun, you normally use Elmer's or something, don't you?
Yeah, it's like Elmer sticks that come with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I ain't in that.
But again, I know Elmer's.
I'm just kidding.
Off. I know Elmer's washed his off.
Yeah. No. Right. But we do have some more craziness to talk about. Because Lil Uzi Vert. So hold on, because I just want to share this picture on the screen.
Oh, I hate looking at it. I do.
He has a diamond embedded, a $24 million diamond embedded in his head, in his forehead. So yeah.
First, I didn't know he had that much money.
Look, I'm with you. I was like $24 million.
When? Bitch, where?
When?
So I was like, he was the most popular rapper in like 18 or 19 or something. I said, with what song? Shut up.
Y'all, okay, wait, let me just jump in. Y'all, the kids love them because freshman, teaching college freshmen, like the people go up for him. The people go up, let me tell you. So I can believe that he got that type of money.
Really? Okay. Mm-hmm. Interesting. It's just interesting because I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard much from him recently. You know what I'm saying? So
he was in that like realm where like it was a lot of rappers that were honestly talking about like their mental health and type things. It was like him.
These all my friends are dead. That's him, right?
Yeah. Like I think I don't know. But it's like him, the Triple X dude, a couple of other people, like, making them like songs that were really dealing in with like their mental health. And that, I guess that resonated with a lot of folk. So, the people were giving him their money.
I can't. Focus said he making installment payments.
Oh my God.
Somebody said that man wants to be a crystal gem, and I nearly hit the floor.
Oh
But
my
somebody was
gosh.
like, eventually his forehead's gonna reject it though. Like it's not gonna be able to stay in there. Like it's going to. So I
I
don't
mean, it's
know.
probably gonna. I don't know. I would assume maybe it's like a. I don't know if it's like a piercing, to where like you got to keep that shit there, otherwise like it's gonna close. But that's freaky. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know. Mama Shay is asking, wait, it's not just a stick-on jewel? Like, no, that thing's in there. And there was actually
He was bleeding.
there was actually pictures of him kind of like bleeding from
Mhm.
that area. I didn't want to share that on
Thank
here,
I'm
you.
glad you
Thank
did.
you.
but yeah, it's it's out there. And I think there was something like he tweeted that, if this comes out the wrong way, then he could die or something like that. And I'm just like, why? Why are we doing this?
Because
What do you
it's touching his freaking cerebellum. Like,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so there's that. And then we had a request from Kiss My Cheeks TV, Miss Angie, who joins us in the chat from time to time. Excuse the train horn in the background. She wanted us to talk about Wendy Williams. And because we weren't here last week.
True.
So we didn't really get into all the Wendy Williams mess that was happening last week and probably the week before that. So I guess firstly, I guess we can touch on the biopic. I did not watch that. I know Brand and Marcus, you didn't watch it? Okay, you watched it, Brandon. What did you think of the biopic? I heard it was accurate, and I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think, which I guess I don't know, which kind of annoyed me because it was like a lot of Kevin, but I get it. They were together for 20 years, and he's a big chunk of her life. It was like a few things that happened before they met or got together. I didn't know, but I think if you've been following Wendy, because she's very open in general, you knew pretty much everything that happened between her and Kevin. So like the last hour and a half of the movie, you probably had already heard, or seen or whatever. But I enjoyed it. It was good. I think the actors did a really good job.
Okay.
I think that, yeah, I mean, people really like feel different ways about her, but she is absolutely a legend in gossip world, especially when it comes to Black people, because that was something they kept pointing out is like nobody was really doing the gossip about Black celebrities, especially in hip hop, before her.
Okay. Yeah, I missed it because it aired on my birthday, and I felt so bad because I had asked y'all to be on Zoom on my birthday while it was playing, and I was like, oh wait, it's coming on at the same time. So yeah, I'm glad you were able to watch it, Brandon. I have not watched it yet. I did want to watch it. But what had gotten us into an interesting conversation was this issue with her and her brother. Now if you guys don't know, she, I guess, look, okay, so I want my co-host to help me with this story because I don't have everything written down, but I know that it had to do with Wendy going to her mom's funeral or a viewing or something, but not staying for the funeral. And then her brother getting on social media and kind of blasting her, and then she getting on her show and kind of blasting him back. Now, personally, I was of the opinion that, look, if you want to battle with me in this arena, then let's do it. But I promise you don't want to go there. And that was me. I was like, okay, if Wendy wants to do, I'm not faulting Wendy for kind of putting him on notice, basically. But I think, Brandon, you had a different approach or a different opinion.
I just think I'm different when it comes to like family. I don't know. I think like anybody else, if you want to go, and take it back. Generally, if you have my phone number and there's an issue, you need to call me. You don't need to do anything anywhere else. But I don't know. I feel like she's, like you said, like she knows her platform. She knows how big she is. I feel like this could have been like a non-issue. But I feel like when you speak on the story, especially on your platform, while yours is bigger, it also breathes more life into it. People become more invested. More people find out about it. Because not too many people would have known her brother was talking to whatever blog or wherever he posted the video. Like that wouldn't have really gone too far. I feel like until she responded, then it's like, oh wait, they had an issue. So she went to the funeral. Wait, what really happened? Now people really want to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What did you think, Marcus?
Oh, I'm gonna say I want to highlight what y'all was saying. Like, I think a lot of emotions were about like yes, like I think it's really, I think that's really what's exacerbating a lot of this. Um, because kind of like what Brandon said, this could have very easily been a phone call. This could have very easily been like, let's have a conversation. But people are amped, as a lot of people are after somebody has passed. So they're just taking it to the metaphorical streets or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's messed up because it seems like they both could go forever. So I think it's messed up that that they're gonna probably be doing this for a minute. But
Yeah. And I think too they were like
Yeah.
really close because she even said that
yeah,
like in her documentary, or he did at least, that they like were like tight growing up. They were always there for each other, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
which
The
makes it
sister is
Well,
worse.
older than both of them, I
yeah.
think.
Well, I'm seeing here, Dear Y'all is saying that her brother and her are good now.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's good news. So
Right.
I'm glad they got that sorted away because it was a little uncomfortable to watch, honestly. So I do understand, Brandon, what you're saying about it being family and you kind of having this fight in public, and it's just a little much. But if any of my family wants to talk about me online, trust me.
Well, all right.
Well, let that be a warning.
So just
Well,
letting y'all know I love you, but
I
don't
mean,
come for me.
okay, I can see that. I guess it depends on the relative. I feel like my brother, no, but some cousins I don't talk to for real, bitch. Let's go. Like,
I
what
got
you
you.
want
I
to
got
do?
you. All right, all right. So we're running a little late now. So let me run into this next topic. Let me share this tweet on the screen that we got. Uh, where is it? Okay.
Oh,
So a tweet went out saying we all have our very own little version of body dysmorphia. That said, I'm just trying to keep this gut down. And this guy, for the people that are listening to the podcast, he's got like washboard abs and he's, nice and muscular and he's very attractive. Um, so I want to ask Brandon, I want to start with Brandon.
Yeah.
Like what is going on here? Because so actually let me frame this another way,
Okay.
because Brandon and I kind of went back and forth on this yet again, uh
yeah. See, I
because
just be just minding my own
right,
business.
right, Marcus,
You
like I
probably shared
always
it, didn't
say,
you? No,
he's
I'm
doing
joking.
his Libra thing. He's just keeping the balance, keeping the peace.
Math.
um
That's what a
but
Libra math.
some people were criticizing this guy for saying what he said. And Brandon, I believe you were kind of on that same train, correct? Could you kind of explain that viewpoint?
I understand body dysmorphia pretty much like you don't essentially like whatever you see in the mirror is not reality. So you view yourself a different way. I get that. I completely understand that. I think it's very off-putting because Twitter is not really the place for having these nuanced conversations. We keep learning daily. I think that it's also not the place. A lot of people don't read. I definitely didn't initially read when I saw the post. I went back later. I was like, oh, so why people arguing? Like before I shared it with y'all, I was like, okay, this is a mess. But I also think you had to have like you it wasn't a gym pick. It wasn't like it's a thirst trap you posted and you're saying I need to get rid of this gut. And so that makes some people like really struggle with understanding body dysmorphia or you having that because
Mm.
it's picture you in your drawers. Thomas, I need to lose this gut and you have 6 abs.
Yeah, and I completely understand that. I think my standpoint was that he was saying I have body dysmorphia and I need to fix this gut, which is basically an example of it. And so in that instance, I could not necessarily go to the why the heck are you doing
Yeah.
this kind of thing. But
And
but
I'm
I
not saying he
agree.
doesn't have it. Absolutely. I just think the way he presented it to the public is in poor taste. It's without, thinking. It just is like, okay.
Marcus, what do you think about this? Because I don't even think we got your opinion even in the you were just kind of sitting back and watching us.
Sometimes you just have to sit back and watch the world burn. No, anyway. Huh. I I understand body dysmorphia in a similar way that I think Brandon presented it. Is like what you see is not necessarily what other people see. So I can get that, that he's not seeing what we're seeing. Um, I think it's just a difficult conversation to have because it could be a textbook case of body dysmorphia, but it's reading to a lot of people as like, oh my God, I'm so fat now, and you're like 150 pounds. Like, I feel like that's how it's coming across to a lot of people. So they're like,
It is.
no, cut that out. So but I don't know how he could have done that like better necessarily. I don't know how he could have done that without it coming across as that. Because I think it's probably always going to come across as that because he looks like he's like 165 pounds at most.
Right.
Yeah. I think maybe if he had a shirt on, maybe if he was again at the gym, maybe it's like I don't know, or
I
maybe
feel like
if
the
he
gym
just would have
actually would have made it
tweeted.
worse.
Yeah, probably. Unless he had like a extra large shirt on or something. And it's just covering everything.
I don't know. Well, maybe if you would have just tweeted it instead of showing a picture, because then only your
Yeah,
followers know what you
yeah.
look like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I get that. I get
Yeah.
that. But now I want to ask about like because we have a lot of and the reason that I brought this topic up is not because this tweet got, it didn't really even go viral, but it has been a constant conversation week after week. Somebody posts a picture saying they're thick or something like that. And so I just want to ask, like, what is your definition of thick? Like, is it a fat guy? Is it a really big, is it just a big dude who's like muscular, who maybe have, like, or is it a guy with a big booty or big legs? Like, what is thick to y'all? Marcus? I feel like you'd be the expert in this topic.
Wow.
All right.
For me, thick has absolutely nothing to do with muscle. Like muscle is actually the antithesis of thick in my mind.
Okay.
Um, so it would be one of the latter two. Me, myself, me, he, him.
Come on.
I feel like it gravitates more towards like what we call all the words, the husky, like all those sort of like words that we use for guys that let's say they may have gut, they may have hips and ass, but like they're large or stocky. That's another one of those words.
Okay.
I think a lot of people now just use it just I'm gonna say just to describe their ass, but for me that's not necessarily thick. That just means you got a fat ass. Like
Right. Okay. Because see, that's what I took it to mean. That's what I mean. That's what it originally was presented to me as. Somebody called me thick once, and I was like, "Wait a minute." I was low-key offended. Actually, I was like, "No," but once I learned that when people say that, well, at least in my limited view, people meant like big butt or big thighs, big butt kind of thing, then I was like, all right, I guess, even though, I don't know how I got that title all of a sudden.
subtle
but
flex.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You
So
see him? You see it? You trying to let the people know.
Brandon, what do you think? What is your definition of thick?
I don't know. I think like Focus said, if you ask 10 different people, you're gonna get 10 different answers. Like I think it's like not quite fat on the way to fat. I think it can be a fat ass. It can be I don't know, it can be a number of different things. I think it also like looks different on every person as well. I don't know if
Yeah.
there's like for me a certain qualifier to be like, okay, you thick versus not thick. Like, I don't know. Because I do hear it a lot,
Okay.
at least on the timeline, like it is normally in reference to an ass. But I
I'm
don't
just,
think
my thing is, it's like
always.
I'm just confused of why people get so heated when somebody says, "Oh, I'm thick." But it's like, it's a big kind of husky dude. I don't know. I'm like what we don't have a clear definition. Like, I don't know. Urban Dictionary needs to come out and just make a statement to give us
Now you sound like the people with Gorilla Glue Gun.
Well, I think I guess fat phobia. I guess because like thick is like embraced and fat is not. So it's people like, okay, I'm thick, look at me, and it's like, okay, but then somebody else posts a picture and they're not, they're bigger than that, and it's like, okay, why am I not desirable? Or what is the issue with me versus I thought you were in the thick, I thought you were in the big. Now why is these extra whatever many pounds a problem now? Like I'm confused.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we have one last topic to run to. We have 10 minutes to go through this. And whatever we don't get to will be in the after show. So I'm telling y'all gotta subscribe. Y'all gotta, be on the
Mama
after
Shay
show.
put you on blast. She said you got a thick booty.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it's nice. So we're gonna move on. Our last topic is so a gentleman on Twitter was put up a silhouette challenge. Now I'm not going to put that video up for y'all because it is explicit.
Okay.
But yeah. So he put that up, and then a lot of people were kind of, rooting for him and like, oh, this looks so good or whatever. You know how people go up for stuff when they post something. I personally thought it was a little bit over the top because I was like, that's not what the silhouette challenge is about, but that's a separate issue. So then there were people who wanted to combat the people who were talking so highly of this silhouette challenge because the guy who posted it had posted previous colorist tweets and like HIV slander. And then there was an allegation of not paying not paying photographers for his photos and calling them rapists when they called him out. And then get this, they even called him a Republican. Right. So
my God.
So it was a lot. And I meant to get some of his tweets out to put up on screen. I'll probably have to do that. Well, I don't know if it matters in the after show, I might put that up. But there was a lot of that up there. But I guess we kind of come back to this question of, do we really forgive people why are we so eager to forgive certain people or forget certain things that they've done so quickly?
Because they want to sleep with them.
Basically.
There we go. Because they want to sleep with them.
Basically.
But no, for me, I don't keep up outside of this. Like if we're not doing hot topics and what is going on in the timeline. A lot of people I really don't keep up with. I don't ever see their shit, whatever. So when this thing came up, I didn't know who that man was. I was like, okay, that's a little hardcore porn. Okay, cool, because we can see everything. Right. It's not a silhouette, so it's y'all are fucking. But hey, so go off.
Yeah.
But then people came up with all the other stuff. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and I want to mention. I think his @ is @SayBryant. So yeah, LT Bilio saying I used to follow him, had to unfollow. His tweets were very anti-black. Yeah, not cool. And the colorist tweets that he had something about okay, so Marcus, why don't you give us your thoughts and I'll pull up the tweets on my phone so that we can get into it. But go ahead, Marcus. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, I feel like I probably said this a few times. It's like we let folk that we want to fuck get away with so much. So much. That man probably didn't expect all that when he tried to promote his OnlyFans or whatever he was doing. But the people was not here for it. The people was like, no, you are absolute garbage. No, get up out of here. And it also goes back to another thing that I know I've seen. It's like people love to say oh, when you pull up people's old tweets, oh, well, they may have changed. They may not feel that way no more. Like, no. You have not shown no change. If people still got to say, well, maybe they changed, that means they ain't changed.
That part.
Right.
Because if you did, we know it.
Right.
I think also, too, the tweets were from, last year. And it was like...
Hey, whoa.
Exactly. Right. I got them up,
I was like, excuse me?
The latest one is from February of 2020, saying, I can't kiss nobody with black lips. and also saying, give me somebody light skinned and all about me. Like, there are multiple tweets about that. The other stuff, the HIV, the HIV slander, the not paying photogs, him being a Republican. That's all alleged because I don't have the tweets to back that up necessarily. That's all alleged.
Okay, come on, Wendy. Allegedly.
I mean, look, I'm not getting in no kind of trouble, but yeah, I mean, it's just like it's trash. So unfortunately, we are forgiving of people so quickly just because they look good or they do something that kind of, gets us excited.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I think we're good. I think we have we had a good show today, and we're about 5 minutes early. I thought we were going to run over, but I think we did okay. So anyway, I want you guys to subscribe to the Patreon. I want you to go to boysandbrunch.com, and it'd probably be good if I put that up on the screen. How about that? boysandbrunch.com, and sign up to the Patreon. Get access to Splitting the Bill. Get access to our exclusive merch. I'm going to be doing some more things there soon. I want to kind of create a community. I want the Gorgeois to be an actual community. I don't want us to just meet up in the live YouTube chat. So, guys, let me know if you're interested in doing like a Discord server, because it easily links up. Patreon easily links up to Discord. So let me know if that would be of interest to you so that we could be in contact a little more frequently.
People want to know about your birthday.
Yeah, I just saw that. I was going to tell him.
Wait, what are they saying?
How was your birthday?
How my birthday was amazing. We
the PG version.
Look, if you want to get the real deets on the birthday, I guess we can go into that on the
we will
on Splitting the Bill, because we had plenty to talk about and it was quite interesting. But yeah, we did a who's most likely to and actually we're going to do that in Splitting the Bill as well. We're going to do most likely to. We're going to have a couple of those questions. And yeah, it was fun. It was funny because I had all these games set up and we just I asked maybe 2 questions. We did 1 round of categories and then we were just talking for hours. And I was surprised at how long we went. Brandon, I think you left a little bit early because you had to go to another birthday party. But we were there until 2 o'clock, Marcus? 2 in the morning?
I'm sorry,
we were on Zoom till 2 from 8 o'clock to 2 in the morning.
You really could have.
Getting back in the bed by 12:30.
Yeah.
So I got up from this spot and got in the bed.
Yeah. So we had fun. So I am Jarrod D. King. We have Marcus Haynes with us. Brandon Harris Williams. You can catch us on Instagram and Twitter. Here are our ats, as they say. I'm at Jarrod D. King. Marcus is at Loose as a Deuce. Brandon at Just Call Me Otis. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And I'm going to be doing a little bit more on Instagram too. So I want you guys to follow me there as well.
Okay.
I believe that's it. I think it's time for our toast, everyone.
I still got some left. Praise.
You do? Hey, this is my refill, by the way. Look,
I wasn't even watching you today.
This little glass. What'd you say?
That's a little glass. Well, how much do you put in the glass, though? I gotta watch.
I don't put a whole lot. It's a white wine glass. It's not a red wine glass, so I couldn't put a whole lot in here.
Come on, that's the Gorgeois. Come on,
Gorgeois. Hello, Gorgeois life. So until next time, be careful what you say because the boys will brunch.